I just felt it necessary to say, to put one thing on our mind, and that is, we're talking about Pan-Africanism and a unified front, and if you're going to have a goal, you have to project something a long ways out. And we have to, if we're talking about living as one people, then we have to come to terms and agree upon how we're going to live together. And in doing that, that means we got to have a basis for our community life. I mean, there's one thing to determine how the land is going to be divided up and how the resources are going to be handled. That's one thing. And even in the Quran, we are forbidden to get involved with interest, which is the basis of capitalism. So the Quran right away takes us out of that mode. But the point I'm trying to state here is, if we don't deal with how we're going to treat our neighbor, how we're going to conduct ourselves with our wives and our husbands, how we're going to conduct ourselves with our children, how we're going to conduct ourselves in our schools, all of that has to be addressed and we got to have a common base in order for us to live together. I mean, I can't be a very good neighbor to you if my basic moral base is not in tune to yours. I'm just not going to do it. It's just not going to mix. So in order for us to have that commonality, in order for us to have that unified front, there's something that we're really going to have to put our minds to. Assalamu alaikum.
Through the eyes of the colonialist, we must look at ourselves as a developing nation. We must understand some of our own weaknesses, build on our strong points, but make allowance for our weaknesses. On a last note, back in Tanzania, we will free the land.
All right. As a matter of fact, that's what I understand was being chanted outside the first time they sat down to negotiate. They had thousands of Africans in the street shouting, "One settler, one bullet," while the ANC sat down to negotiate. That wraps up our symposium for this evening. As Minister Charles Sachs said, this is only part one. Part two begins tomorrow at 2 o'clock at the rally right outside the building here, with the weather permitting, and I think it will. And we will continue some of the discussions and exchange that has taken place here this evening. Chokwe Lumumba will be speaking on behalf of the New African People's Organization at the rally. Minister Charles X will be speaking on behalf of the Nation of Islam. Brother Ali Shamsuddin will continue speaking on behalf of the Jackson Masjid. Yambu will be speaking on behalf of the All African People's Revolutionary Party. And tonight has been great. It has been inspirational. I'd like to thank all of you for coming out and participating in African Liberation Day. And invite all of you back tomorrow. And I'm sorry we were so short for time this evening, but we will have a lot more time to explore some of the ideas that have been put forth tomorrow. And I'd like to take one brief, small prerogative as the moderator for this evening. I'd like to acknowledge my husband, who's saying something to me in the back right there that I can't hear. And Tim, will you stand? I'd like to acknowledge my husband for struggling so hard with me so that we can both be very, very strong within the struggle. Thank you.